How much will my retirement check be? That's the question at the heart of every retirement decision. And for good reason. Knowing what your monthly benefit will look like is essential to determining when the time is right. In this video, we're going to help you answer that exact question of how much by showing you how to use the NPERS Benefit Estimator. This free and easy to use tool provides a quick estimate of your retirement benefits and presents your options in a way that's clear, practical, and empowering. Whether you're years away or just around the corner from retirement, this estimator is a valuable step in planning your financial future. We'll walk through this process together, using example numbers to demonstrate how it works and how it can help you move forward with confidence as you prepare for this exciting new chapter. Before we dive into the estimator, let's take a moment to review the formula that is used to calculate your retirement benefits so that you know why you are getting the numbers you will be getting. We start by finding your 3 or 5 highest 12-month pay periods throughout your time contributing to the plan. For Tier 1 members, it's your 3 highest, and Tiers 2, 3, and 4, it's your 5 highest. Once those have been identified, we then average them together and divide them by 12 to establish an average monthly pay. The final steps to calculating your benefit involves multiplying your years of service with the 2% factor set by the state. This essentially means that every year of service you have is meant to then replace 2% of your income upon retirement. Once you get that number, you finish by multiplying that with your average monthly pay. Here's a quick example. If you have 25 years of creditable service and your average salary is $60,000, the formula would be $60,000 divided by 12 months equals $5,000. 25 years of service times 2% equals 50%. $5,000 times 50% equals $2,500 per month. That means your estimated annual retirement benefit would be $30,000. This quick formula gives you a ballpark estimate, and you'll see it come into play again when we walk through the actual benefit estimator with some example numbers. To get started with the benefit estimator, head to our website at npers.ne.gov. Hover your mouse over the Member Info tab, then select Benefit Estimators from the drop-down menu. Before you begin, you'll be asked to read and acknowledge a disclaimer. The results provided by the benefit estimators are for illustration and discussion purposes only and do not reflect the actual amount you will receive at retirement. Why the disclaimer? Because NPERS can't calculate your final benefit until your employer submits your final salary and service data. However, this tool will give you a reliable estimate of what to expect in the meantime. The best part? You can run as many scenarios as you like. Want to see what your benefit might look like if you retire tomorrow? Or maybe if you retire 5 years down the road? Maybe you're curious about how an extra year of service might impact your monthly benefit amount. The estimator allows you to explore all of these what-if scenarios with ease. So no, you don't need to enter exact numbers to still get a meaningful estimate. Once you've read through the disclaimer, check the acknowledgement box and click the blue Nebraska School button to begin. This takes you to the screen where you start your estimate. You begin by entering your date of birth, estimated termination date, and the estimated month to begin your benefits, which is also known as your effective date. Now, although your date of birth is obviously set in stone, you can choose any future dates for your termination and/or month to begin benefits. What is great about this is you can use the tool for its exact purpose, estimating, just like we talked about with the what-if scenarios. Next, enter the years of credible service you'll have at retirement. This determines the percentage of your average salary used to calculate your benefit. As we mentioned earlier, the formula uses 2% per year of credible service. So, if you work an extra 5 years before retiring, that would add 10% to your benefit, which is a powerful incentive to explore different timelines. With the next box, we will determine your tier status by asking you to provide when you began plan participation from a range of dates. This will then give you the option to provide either the 3 or 5 highest amounts for your highest salaries during the course of your career. As a reminder, if you are Tier 1, you would provide the 3, and tiers 2, 3, and 4 will provide the 5 highest amounts. Regardless of whether you put 3 or 5, these numbers will be averaged, divided into a monthly amount, and then put into the formula that calculates your monthly benefit. The more your years of service and higher annual salaries increase, the more your monthly benefit will increase. Even if you don't know the exact numbers of your salaries, use your best guess. The estimator will take care of the rest. And if you expect future raises or promotions, go ahead and factor those in. This is your opportunity to play with the numbers and to gain confidence in your retirement outlook. Now, the next several boxes are optional, so you could choose to generate your estimate without filling them in. However, they will help with making the most out of the estimator and getting as much accurate information as possible, so we recommend taking the time to fill them in. The first of these is inputting your account balance. Although your monthly annuity payment is based on a formula, you should consider entering the account balance listed on your annual statement. By doing so, you will be able to receive an estimate for the modified cash refund annuity option to make sure that the beneficiary of your choosing receives a death benefit if you pass away prematurely and the amount of your disbursements is less than your account balance. The next optional fields are the beneficiary type and their date of birth. Your choices are none, spousal, or non-spousal. If you choose none, your estimate will give you information regarding the highest payout, which is option 1, life only, option 2, the modified cash refund, and option 3, the 5, 10, or 15-year period certain and continuous annuity. You will receive a lifetime payment regardless of the option you choose, but there is no lifetime payment for your beneficiaries within options 1, 2, or 3. Now, if you would like an estimate to include information regarding a lifetime payment to your beneficiary, you will need to choose either spousal or non-spousal and also provide their date of birth so that we can calculate an accurate estimate. We ask for their date of birth to consider average life expectancies. This is done to protect the integrity of the plan and to make sure that every retiree receives a lifetime payment. If your beneficiary is a lot younger than you, then you will see a fairly significant decrease in your monthly benefit. In general, the longer the guaranteed payout to a beneficiary, the lower your monthly benefit will be. Finally, you can choose whether or not you want federal and/or state taxes to be factored into your amount. Yes, when you draw your benefit, you will be taxed on it. So if you're wanting to see the actual amount you can expect after taxes, this is a great way to do so. You would simply select yes for federal and/or state, and then fill in the little boxes that pop up. Once again, this is optional to do, but it is very helpful and allows you to make the most out of the estimator. After you fill in the boxes, you click Calculate Your Estimate, and the next screen will provide you your results. Depending on how much optional information you included, your estimate will include your benefit amounts for the applicable annuity options. Okay, now that you get the general idea, let's run an actual quote together. And to do so, we'll be using my great friend Dave as an example, who is a teacher at Lincoln Southwest High School. At the time of this recording, we used the date of birth of 3/1/1962 for Dave so that he would be 63 and a half at the end of his contract in 2025. Dave's termination date is 8/31/2025, and he chose an effective date of 9/1/2025 to receive his benefits as early as possible. Upon his retirement, Dave will have accumulated 21 years of service as a Tier 1 member. Additionally, his 3 highest salaries would average out to be $55,000 per year, and his account balance will be $137,700. Finally, Dave's wife is 3 years younger than him, so we added her information to the estimator. Dave isn't interested in taxes at this point, so let's run the estimate with the information we provided. Because Dave will only be 63 and a half years old with 21 years of service, he would not meet the Rule of 85 at his effective date. As such, the estimate includes a 6% reduction in his monthly benefits. In this case, his highest possible benefit is $1,832.35. However, if Dave chooses to exercise his option to purchase 6 months of service for approximately $8,000, he gets a completely different result. Let's go back to Dave's data, change his service credit to 21 and a half, and run the estimate again. Great news for Dave. Now Dave meets the Rule of 85, does not incur a penalty or reduction, and his highest benefit is $1,995.72 per month. That is a $160.37 increase in his monthly benefits. If you want to learn more information about purchasing service credit, please check out our optional service credit video on our website and YouTube page. This video dives deeper into Dave's situation and how he was able to take advantage of time being money and money being time. Additionally, since this video is about how to use the benefit estimator, we won't dive into details for each of the annuity options or the Rule of 85. We'll save that for separate videos, which you can likewise find on our website or YouTube page. You can also review your handbook or watch last year's pre-retirement webinar for a detailed explanation of each option and how the Rule of 85 works. Let's recap what we've learned. The NPERS Benefit Estimator is a free, user-friendly tool designed to help you explore retirement options with confidence. It uses a simple formula, which is your average salary times your years of credible service times that 2% factor and divided into monthly increments. You can estimate your benefit based on different retirement dates, years of service, salary assumptions, and more. This estimator also lets you compare annuity options, include beneficiary details, and even factor in taxes, all to help you better understand your future income in retirement. Whether you're just beginning to plan, or maybe you're a couple months away from retirement, the estimator will empower you to make informed decisions about your financial future. Remember, this tool is about possibilities. Try out different scenarios. Test what happens if you work longer or purchase service credit. The more informed you are, the more confident you'll feel when the time comes to retire. Your retirement is your next great chapter. Let's make sure it starts strong.